I love you already. This is going to be a fantastic show. I had a couple elevator moments this week, but my favorite one came this Wednesday. I'm going in the elevator at work, and it's my favorite old man, the only guy I have elevator talk with, the only guy in the building. And he comes in, and he's this old guy, and his face is, he's the last lawyer in the building. And his face is completely pockmarked. Like, there's a pockmark for every dollar that he made, and a crease in his face for every person he screwed. And I look at him, I'm like, hi, how are you doing? Happy New Year. You taught me a good lesson. He's like, which one? The one you do when you first don't succeed? And his face lit up, and he went, what do you do? I leaned in and said, cheat. And he fucking beamed from fucking ear to ear. He was so happy I'd learned the lesson. The last lawyer in the building passed off his last bit of wisdom. And no, I love meeting that guy. He's just a man's man. He's just a good old guy. The last guy who talks to you and doesn't have his fucking BlackBerry out in the elevator. The last guy who actually has some human connection with people every now and then. I love that. That's what we're doing here tonight. It's too much. A show in my fucking living room where I get to wear my pajama top, and what we're gonna see is some of the best comedians in the city. I'm getting lazier, and laziness is a sign of genius, and this is it. Eventually, I'm going to turn this whole room around, and I'm gonna be in my bed and just kind of lean up and do comedy. That's the goal. I have you here. I will get lazier. Yeah, we're in a Steven Schellenberger's loft. He's my best friend, and we live here together. So basically, do what you want. Chill on out. You're going to see some great stand-up comedy here. Just be nice to one another. Be respectful. No cocaine or heroin. It's not big enough for coke or heroin. It's not that type of room. It's really it's a mild buzz. But otherwise, just chill out, have fun, and enjoy one of the best comedy shows in the world with, right now, the guy who I like to call the best host in the world. It's Mr. Morgan O'Shea.
Give it up for George! Sweet. Echo. Yelling too loud. Echo. Annoying. This has been a bad start so far. That's horrible. It's not like you guys are gonna leave though. Most of you are on the show tonight, so you don't have shit to go to. Fuck you. Fuck you. George was saying this wasn't a big enough space for coke or heroin, but the bathroom is though. Just gotta go into the tub and there's enough room for anything. Woo! Just joking. Don't do cocaine or heroin here. How you guys doing? You guys alright? I think the only people that I don't know are you guys. You guys, you've been here before, right? Yeah. Both of you. Fuck off then. Just stick around until the basket is passed, and then you can go on. We only like new people here. Just joking. Guys are assholes, aren't they?
Yes.
They're terrible. Yes. Was that against me or him? I wasn't sure.
I don't know right now.
Doesn't matter. You can point it against me. I'll hook up my man. He's all right. Have you guys ever noticed that guys always describe other people by their flaws? Have you noticed this? If you never know someone's name, you're like, oh, what's that girl's name? I can't remember her name. She owes me $20. It's oh yeah, that bucktooth bitch named Betty. It's oh yeah, Betty. Yeah. Now I remember. Of course. Or it's oh, what's that guy's name? He stumbles around all the time. It's oh yeah, that gimpy motherfucker Gary. He walks like he's got the gout. You know how it is. They always describe people by their flaws, though. But that's not so bad because it'd be weirder if they described them by their by their traits, by their respectable traits. Oh, what's that guy? I know him. We met him at a party last night. He's oh yeah, he had a sharp jawline and very good looking, and his eyes just look deep into your soul. You're oh yeah, Reynolds, yeah. He always looks that way. He's amazing, I don't know. That wasn't a good start. I'm sorry, guys, but it doesn't matter right now. I don't know. I'm trying to keep it short to keep you guys all excited. Whatever. Don't judge me, guys. Don't judge me. Otherwise, you'll be banned. I run this shit, comics.